When you take on a caregiver role, it's perfectly natural to want to give it everything you have. But by doing that, some caregivers find that they have little left for themselves. Hi, my name is Angelike Gaunt, and I'm the Director of Editorial Content at A Place for Mom. Today, I'm going to talk about caregiver burnout, what it is, what the symptoms are, and what you can do to overcome or avoid it. By understanding the ins and outs of caregiver burnout, you may be able to avoid some of the effects, which can be pretty detrimental to your health. I'll be referencing quite a bit of helpful resources throughout this video, all of which you can find below in the video's description. And if you want more information and advice on caregiving, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every few weeks. The first thing you need to know is that caregiver burnout is very common. According to a 2023 study by AARP, over 38 million caregivers provide at least 18 hours a week of unpaid care. That is a lot of time. And the less independent a loved one is, the more hours their caregiver typically spends providing care. Plus, there's often a lot of daunting physical tasks associated with caring for a senior loved one, like transferring them in and out of bed or helping them with activities of daily living like dressing, bathing, or toileting. That kind of commitment can result in a constant sense of being overwhelmed and stressed. This is what can lead to caregiver burnout, best described as a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion related to prolonged high level of stress. Caregiver burnout typically happens over time, so by knowing some of the early symptoms, you may be able to course correct before it becomes a major problem. Symptoms typically fall into three categories: physical, mental, and behavioral. The mental and physical symptoms typically set in at the earlier stages. Physical symptoms of caregiver burnout include constant soreness, persistent headaches, reduced appetite, trouble sleeping, frequent illness, and high blood pressure. All of these physical symptoms can be incredibly disruptive and are often the body's way of saying it's time to slow down. Signs that caregiving is affecting your mental health include feelings of helplessness, like you are unable to make a change, as well as sadness, anxiety, or dissociation from life and society. And if you're starting to feel like caregiving has taken over your life and you can no longer participate in activities that are important to you, that's a big indicator that it might be time for a change. The behavioral symptoms of caregiver burnout can be just as severe and include the increased use of drugs or alcohol, bouts of anger or irritability, and withdrawal from meaningful activities, as well as forgetfulness of important events. The best way to avoid or overcome caregiver burnout is to find ways to lower your stress levels. Mindful techniques like meditation or journaling can help you quickly regulate your mood. And the reflective nature of these techniques may even help you pinpoint the biggest cause of your caregiver stress, helping you create a path forward. If meditation isn't your thing, even something as simple as coloring or drawing for 30 minutes before bed can offer some relief. You could also try setting clear boundaries with your senior loved one or other family members. If you're the primary caregiver, it can easily feel like you're surrounded by specific expectations. However, sometimes caring for someone means communicating to them you can't. Working with your senior loved one or other family members to formalize your caregiver duties can help ease some of those expectations and can even bring you some peace. And if you're having trouble communicating with family or you often have disagreements over a parent's care, check the links in the description. We have tons of conversation guides to help you approach those tough situations. Another way to avoid symptoms of caregiver burnout is to talk it out with someone. You can find caregiver support groups and forums both online and in person, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Sharing your story and hearing from other caregivers can help you curb the feelings of loneliness that sometimes come from caregiving. And you may even learn helpful advice and tips along the way. If you're facing caregiver burnout and are finding it difficult to change course, it might be time to consider other care options. Respite care, otherwise known as short-term care, could offer a small break in your caregiver duties, allowing you time to recuperate. Or it may be time to consider other options like home care or assisted living. Facing caregiver burnout is often one of the most challenging aspects of caregiving, but there are ways you can get through it. I hope you found this video helpful. For more content on preventing or overcoming caregiver burnout, or for information on care options, check the links in the description below. And if you have any advice or tips for other caregivers, please drop them in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and visit our website at aplaceformom.com.